Welcome everybody. This is the Dan Matheny Show. Dan Matheny here in St. Mary's, Georgia. Anyway, we're going to shave today. And today, we got a new razor. It's the Adopted Acres Farmhand razor. It looks just like the Henson, but only $25. I'll have the links down below for the razor. And the blade I'm going to be using with it today is an orange Asco blade. And the soap is going to be the Bradford Sub-Zero Cajun blade. With the matching splash I just got, with the Aftersauce Sub-Zero, we'll make sure that's shaken up before we use it. And the brush we're going to be using today is the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Peregrino brush. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and rinse our face up, and we're going to put the bloom water on. And this is what the bloom water looks like. Nice and thick. I let it soak before I take a shower, and after I just got out of the shower, I washed my face. And I'm working on not quite 3 days of growth. Let's say a little less than that. But that's because of how early it is in the morning. Anyway, what we're going to talk about today is you get back what you put in. And you know, that's rang true for me. I don't know about you guys, but this is something that's I'm going to talk about for myself. Because I see people do, you know, wrong to others and, you know, everywhere. And, you know, just because somebody has a different opinion or just because, you know, you feel like you could get away with it doesn't mean you should do it. Because in some way it comes back on you. You know, good things you do, bad things you do. That's for sure. That's what I've learned for me. Let me go ahead and put the bloom water on. Definitely water in my eyes already. You know, last week I used Triple Dog Dare. And, you know, today I'm using the Sub-Zero just because I want to feel cold. And I honestly don't know which one's colder. I feel like I have my preconceived notion, but I should shave with them side by side one day, but instead I'm just going to shave but anyway, yeah, there's so many things about, you know, I'm sure you guys have had the same experience, or maybe some of you have, to where you do something good, you get it back, but you weren't asking for it. You know, that's the thing too, you don't ask for it. Even though you get it back, it's just better if you don't. We're getting it nice and loaded. There we go. It's nice and loaded. Put that aside. And we're doing a face lather today. Sometimes I'll do bowl, sometimes I'll do face. That's what I've been doing lately. Been going back and forth because I got soaps that I need to check out that I sample, and or sample soaps. Lathers up quickly like a champ. There's no rush, you know. But yeah, I've learned that in my life. You know, I've hurt others and I've gotten hurt myself, and you know, you get it back. Good or bad. But I'd rather put in good. But sometimes life just happens too, so, you know, I understand that too. Sometimes you just have to. But I just believe that, and it's happened to me in my life, and that's good for the lather. I'll go ahead and clean this up a little bit. There we go. Anyway, this is the Farmhand by Adopted Acres, and price is $25. First pass. Here we go. Very nice. Yeah. It's a little different with this head. What compares with this is the shit Krona a little bit. But there's no give in finding the angle. You know, this is pretty much it. This is the angle. And that's fine with me, you know. Very nice. A little aggressive there, but that's fine. But yeah, this is kind of, you know, beginner-wise, you could get away with using this razor. The only thing I advise is do not use any pressure. And with these, you know, this isn't that light. And actually, there's actually some weight to this. Not too much weight, but just enough. So you kind of have to think about that too a little bit. So what's your shave of the day, guys? Comment down below. If you don't agree with me, comment down below. If you agree with me, comment down below. And this menthol is getting to my eyes. See, you know, I get what I put in. You know, I put menthol soap on my face, my eyes get watered. That's a good example. So there's all kinds of instances. But I believe in good and bad things, you know, you do to people, you get it back. I believe that. It's happened to me. I respect it though if you have like a different opinion or if it's just life, you know? Because I understand that too. There we go. All right, I'm not pausing here anymore, so I just rinse my face off and keep going, so. All right. already done the beard reduction. I am going to work it in a little bit. But I'm just putting it on. Going to work it in though. Love how cold it is. But, you know, the soap is so cold, but I love it. But it's always good to have too much lather, you know, rather than not enough lather. I love tallow. Yes, I do. I love tallow. Yeah, that's plenty of lather. But it's better to have plenty of lather than not enough lather. Which is why I load my brush. There we go. If I have to do a third pass, I will, but most likely this is just going to be 2 passes, so let me clean this up again. All right. Blade's nice and sharp, but smooth. And I need more of an aggressive razor anyway. So, but we're going to add a little bit more water to here. And we're going to very efficient too. I'm glad I got this razor. Yeah. Oh, I got a little weeper, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Yeah, I'd say make sure you're being careful. use this razor. Because it's very efficient, but it's also medium aggressive. If you have sensitive skin like I do, it's gonna show. So, but it's very nice. It's a very good shaver. But yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about weepers. I don't care anymore. Because it's going to happen, you know? But shave-wise, this has been fantastic. There we go. All right, we're going to say that that's good for the second pass. I'm going to go ahead and drain the water, rinse my face off, and do the alum stick. So I will be right back. All right, anyway, got my alum stick right here. So we're going to put some water on it. Our face is good and wet, so. Yeah, I definitely got some zingy action going on. All right, so what I'm going to do now is clean everything up, rinse the alum off, and I will be back with the aftershave sauce. So hold on. All right. Just got done cleaning everything up. All right, so I'm about to grab the aftershave splash, and then I'll have a short conclusion about what I think about everything today, and you know. Be all good in the neighborhood. All right. So there we go. Now it's time. Let's give this a good shake. It's time for the aftershave splash. So we got a decent amount. Dime size amount. Yep. That's a nice burn. All right. I'm going to put some argan oil on. Oh yeah, I feel that menthol from the aftershave splash. But it smells good. I like the combination of it. But yeah. So, here's my argan oil I'm going to put on. Now, why am I putting on argan oil? I got dry skin, so it helps with my skin. Man, this menthol burns. Or this aftershave splash burns, but that's fine. But let's talk about today's shave. Anyway, from what I discovered out of the razor, it's medium aggressive, but I'd say it's a little bit more than a medium. I'll say it's in between aggressive and medium. But what you want to think about is you don't want to use any pressure at all. The reason why this is red is because this is a sensitive area. So it's always going to be a little tricky. But, you know, I'm up for the challenge of getting my skin used to it right here. But it's getting more used to it. It's just going to be red for a while when I shave there. So, but my skin's not really irritated. It's just more like, you know, and the little weepers went away. So that's a good thing. But yeah, it's a good razor, just something you need to be aware of if you're a beginner. It's going to be a little bit more than medium aggressive. It's going to be, something you need to, it's very efficient though. It's a very good razor. It's just something you're going to have to be careful using. So I would say it's a nice razor. I'm going to give it 8 out of 10 because it's an efficient razor. It's more aggressive than what I thought, honestly, but that's cool. And the soap was good. It's still feeling cold on my face. And, I'm not judging a contest. It's not a contest, but both of them feel cold to me. But, side by side would be the ideal thing, as Texan Shave mentioned. But yeah, I'll eventually do more straight razor shaves. I'm eventually going to. It's just I want to get more used to doing it and getting my technique down, because the last video was 41 minutes. And I don't want to go over that. So, but anyway, I hope you guys have a good Saturday. That's going to be it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next shave. Take care.